Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro is striking back at the U.S. and all efforts to remove him from power. On Monday, he told ABC News the U.S. is getting ready to invade to get him out.
The United States wants Venezuela's oil, and they're willing to go to war for that oil.
The U.S. is downplaying the use of military force. Meeting with foreign leaders and Venezuelan opposition leader Juan Guaido in Colombia, Vice President Pence called for more sanctions and humanitarian aid. Guaido wants assurances the U.S. will use force if necessary. Pence said force is an option, but the U.S. hopes for better.
In the days and weeks ahead, the United States will continue to deliver life-saving food for the hungry, medicine for the desperately ill, and shelter for those displaced. And while we stand with the Venezuelan people, we will also continue to stand up to all of those who would oppress them.
Venezuela's people are desperate. The economy is in shambles and they lack food and medicine. More than 3 million have fled the country. This weekend, forces supporting Maduro fired tear gas and buckshot to keep aid trucks from entering the country.
The world saw within hours on Saturday what Venezuela has lived with for years. The destruction of production, the burning of food, the burning of medicine that could save lives.
The military continues to publicly back Maduro, and so far, no high-level military leaders have defected. CBN's Chuck Holton is just back from the Colombia-Venezuela border. He says the dictator is getting support from the outside.
The populace is so powerless against the Maduro regime because they're being propped up by Russia and by Cuba. Maduro himself is being protected by over 400 Russian mercenaries right now. He doesn't even trust his own military to protect him.
Even the U.S. media seems powerless. Maduro briefly detained Univision anchor Jorge Ramos and confiscated his equipment after an interview because he didn't like the questions.
The U.S. has asked the UN Security Council to meet today to discuss Venezuela. Right now, that council is divided, with the U.S. and many Western and Latin American countries backing the opposition, while Russia, China, and others support Maduro. Heather Sells, CBN News.